How's it going, guys? It's DeathMonk here. Today we're going to be talking about some rather interesting teasers from the COD Pod episode that we recently got earlier on today for Black Ops 7. Now, the main hosts of the Call of Duty podcast have sat down with Associate Creative Director Miles Leslie, who've basically announced quite a few really interesting things here, guys. So I'm going to let you guys watch this. Let me know what you guys' opinions are in the comments box down below. And without further ado, guys, let's check this out.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the first thing that we're going to be seeing in the trailer? The very first thing we see.
The very first thing we see is we come to the doors, right? And this door has a symbol on it. And I actually want to start there. Is this symbol is super important. This is the symbol of the guild. And the guild, as people have talked about, is something we established in Black Ops 6. Yeah. The reason I want to talk about it is because it's a shield. And this is really important to who the guild is it represents their protection and security that they're bestowing onto the world. And this is really important to who the guild has become, but also really important to the story and what they are trying to do. We obviously see what is a guild robot. Now, this guild robot has a lot of functions, and we get into that when we go through the LED hallway. But we wanted to showcase all of this was that it felt very different. I think that, this isn't your typical Black Ops game, but, feels Black Ops once you see the whole thing. And then the other thing here, which is really important, again, is when you hear the atmosphere, it's very zen-like.
Yeah. Serene.
It's very serene. And so this was on purpose to almost welcome you in, right? And you get the contrast of the green behind the robot in this contrast of organic and machine. And so there's...
So that's really interesting there, guys. So it's talking about how all the graphics and things like that, very, very interesting.
A lot of symbolism throughout all of this. Yeah. This has been really important to us that a lot of people have picked up on, but really want to accentuate.
A lot of motifs, a lot of symbolism. I think that we're going to get to on the journey here. So
let's do it.
All right, we start down the hallway here.
That's right. And then obviously the big thing is there's a butterfly that is a quick glimpse. And really this is when we start to show you that what you're seeing, right, they're not making sense together. And this is when we start to really crack into that. Is like, why is there a butterfly here? That's the main question we want people asking.
We're indoors,
like,
right?
This is weird, right? Like, it shouldn't be here. And that's sort of the breadcrumb overall. So we'll see the guild.
So basically, don't forget, guys, when we first saw this teaser trailer back during the Xbox Games Showcase, nobody had any idea that this was a Call of Duty game until we actually saw the logo for the first time.
Robots and all the good they're doing
Saving
across
children.
the world. Yeah, the image on the right is them giving aid, working on sort of ground zeros across the world, saving children where they're needed overall, so they have multifunction as well. The whole area, again, and we really thought intentionally about each of these spaces, this was really important, is now we've come to what we call the sanctuary, is it's big, it's open, it's bright.
David Mason face reveal.
And then we reveal David Mason, which you wouldn't know he's David Mason until the end, but now everyone knows he's David Mason. We are really excited about this because, we've got Milo, who is now David Mason, and we really wanted to make sure with this story that we got someone that could capture the nuance and really the emotion. This is
Now, Milo Ventimiglia, for those who don't know, is known for playing Peter Petrelli in Heroes in the TV show. Just in case you're wondering, for those who are not familiar with him.
A David Mason story with him and his team. And so there's going to be a lot of him dealing with what's happening inside and outside.
I have had the pleasure of seeing some of the footage of Milo on set, and he just looks badass.
I think he understood the significance of who David Mason is to us, but also to fans, and he wanted to do justice to that mantle. And I think when players experience the story and what he's bringing to it, I think it's going to be special.
Well,
projected hologram. Emma Kagan is a really, really cool character.
And her character design, I just have to say, when I saw her, I'm a big fan of Kiernan Shipka as a performer. So I was very excited to immediately recognize her, but also this character design. Just so cool. The hair, the tattoos, it just screams sort of postmodern to me.
Yeah.
So
you nailed it. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I've seen the guild shield tattoo design now.
It's like there's a relationship, and that's
cool.
the sort of key to it. And so when we were crafting Emma, and you're right, is when we were conceiving her into this world, we wanted her to feel different than other characters. She's got her own perspective, she's got her own attitude, and she's got her own background. Like Emma, as some simple sort of background, is she went to MIT when she was 16, right? She is
a prodigy.
She's a prodigy, yeah. And so it's like computational economics and robotics is like, this is her world. And so now...
So MIT, as you just heard him reference about, is the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. So that's really interesting.
She's giving sort of the mission statement of what the guild is about, right? And she's talking to David, right? And think of this almost as like they would do tours, right?
Yes.
So it'd be like a group of people, and it'd be, you know, you'd be excited to come and join. And
I'm going to stop that there, otherwise we're just going to go on and on and on about this. But I'm just having a quick further scan. So it looks like they're mainly breaking down the teaser that we've all known about it so far, so that's really interesting to think about there, guys. There are references to Menendez versus Mason, which as you guys saw towards the end of that trailer, which is really interesting. Also, special guests they had on the COD pod included Philip Lozano and Mikal Vega, who are deal with like the motion capture of the game, so that's really interesting. So basically what is interesting is, I'm just going to skip ahead to a specific chapter. Now, I'm going to let this chapter run through, and I'll break it down as they speak about it.
So I want to talk more about a couple specific examples to hear you guys kind of tell the story behind this. The wrestling moves, when we talk about finishing moves, tell us a little bit about how those came together.
Yeah, so they wanted to do a luchador, and you know that really just takes me back. As a kid, I really loved watching that stuff. I even have my own little wrestling mask as a kid, and so
I keep telling them not wear it to work.
Yeah.
I know. I was just about to ask. I'm like, I expected you wore it to the shoot, but come on.
Well, but no, I mean, I think one of the reasons why I think that this one is really cool is because just like real wrestling, right? They have to make sure that they're like working together in tandem perfectly so that they don't get seriously injured, and so having to do some of these moves that they did, it's fun to watch, but also, like I said, the work involved to make sure it looks good, but everyone is safe. It's really amazing.
Our stunt team.
So that's really interesting there, guys. So what you guys just heard there is, or the wrestling move that you just seen, is actually made famous by a TNA wrestler who goes by the name of P.T. Williams. Now I'm just going to show you this really interesting clip of that exact move used in wrestling. Now he has named this the Canadian Destroyer, but is known in wrestling terms as a flip pile driver. For those who have not seen it before in wrestling, let me show you this clip.
Here he goes, he's picking him up, and Mike, you can see what he's getting ready to do. Oh, we all know this move. It's that sick flip pile driver. Canadian Destroyer just creeps him.
So that's really interesting there, guys. Let me know what you guys' views and opinions are of that in the comments box down below. Then they went on to crafting master crafting specs. Oh, chew this. What on earth? Let's have a look at this, guys.
Last up, though, chew this. Very different in terms of,
A different vibe.
a very different vibe as a finishing move. Can you explain that one to us?
Yeah, so I think this is like as Mikhail's mentioned in the past, where he's very focused on like getting that the fight sequencing and all that sort of stuff. Where I tend to have like a little bit more humorous side to these things, and want to see how we can kind of inject some funniness into some of the things that we have, if it lends itself to that, right? And so just go ahead and kill the guy you're going after right off the bat. And
So that's really
So
interesting.
Season 4 Reloaded is going to be here before you know it. We just wanted to jump in and talk about the new coming to Black Ops 6 and Warzone with that update just around the corner.
As always, stay tuned for the
Interesting.
full roadmap and the dedicated blog coming soon for all the details. But here's a quick preview of Season 4 Reloaded.
First off, in multiplayer, an absolute classic from 2010 coming back. One in the Chamber. Recently went.
Right, so that's just primarily Black Ops 6 and Warzone. I'm just going to have a quick look, see if there's anything we may have missed. That's a motion capture. I'm pretty sure everyone knows how motion capture works by now. Everybody basically, as you guys saw with that wrestling clip from a few minutes ago, basically they all wear like these motion capture skin tight suits, and the dots that you see on those suits are basically attached to your body, and that's how like all the joints move in game, so to speak. So that is really interesting to think about. I don't believe there's anything out of the ordinary from what we've seen during the trailer. I did do a little breakdown previously on the channel, so if you haven't checked that already, I recommend that you should. Basically talking about all the hidden Easter eggs that we saw during the trailer. Apparently, according to Charlie Intel, a known news source for Call of Duty, apparently during that podcast, which I will link down in the description, apparently the Black Ops 6 Level 1000 Prestige Master Skin, which is this one as you guys are currently seeing on screen, Eric Samuels, who did play a minor part during the Black Ops 2 campaign, is actually confirmed, and there are teasers for Black Ops 7 when we all first learned about the skin coming to the game. So that is a confirmed leak. So that is really interesting, guys. Let me know what you guys' views and opinions are of that in the comments box down below. Leak from October 2024 on Black Ops 7 had the following, not all confirmed still. So, evolution of Omni movement, which is now confirmed as per the podcast. Wall jumping, so it's not necessarily wall running, just to be clear. The wall jump feature, which I think was in Fortnite recently, but has since been removed due to a alleged bug that went down during, I think it was the Star Wars collaboration. So wall jumping will be a thing, but not wall running as we all know it in Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4. So that's really interesting. Body shield will be updated. Uplink mode. If we're talking about the one from, I think it was Advanced Warfare, then I'm happy for that to return. I'm not exactly sure how the fact that we'll not be able to jump in midair with exoskeleton suits, but I don't know what the deal is going to be with that, but we'll have to wait and see. Face-off and gunfight will be returning, and a networked perks feature, which is really interesting to think about. Original rumour on Black Ops 7's movement from a playtest claimed the game would have an evolution of Omni movement, which is now confirmed via the COD pod. Wall jump feature, so based on today's news, is not full wall running. So that is really interesting. Let me know what you guys' views and opinions are of that. They did admit, Activision or Treyarch did admit during the, I'm assuming during the podcast, the teams have made pretty big changes to deliver smoother experience with seasonal updates moving forward for Black Ops 6. So that's interesting. And if you remember this scene during the trailer, which features 4 people dropping into a map on wingsuits, they are confirmed as wingsuits, and it will be apparently during the co-op campaign where we get to see that for the first time in proper. It's also now officially confirmed the map itself to be Avalon. So that is really interesting, guys. Keen to hear what you guys' views and opinions are of this in the comments box down below. But once we get any more information, guys, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel. Just have a quick further scan to see if I've missed anything else, but I shouldn't think I will have done. But just have a quick nosy. Give me 1 second. Hang on. No jetpacks or wall running in Black Ops 7 confirmed by Modern Warzone during the actual part of the podcast.
If the rumors are to be believed, some people think that wall running and jetpacks might be coming to Black Ops 7. What can you tell us about movement in this game?
But I can confirm no wall running, no jetpacks.
Oh.
But it will feature an evolution of Omni movement. Boom, there you go. Zip. Stay tuned.
So that's interesting there, guys. As you heard from the community manager of Activision themselves, there's going to be no wall running and no jetpacks. So that is really interesting there, guys. Hope you guys found this video rather interesting. If you did, drop a like. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so I miss any more videos. If you want to see any past videos for Call of Duty Black Ops 7, aka COD 2025, make sure you guys check out the playlist, link down in the description. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Peace out.